Hey guys, welcome to OBSCENTSED. My name is Silvia and I'm obsessed with scents. So in this video, I want to talk about some fragrances from Ramón Monegal. So I got this Discovery set at Exhipa. This is a perfume exhibition in Mexico City. I was last year there and it was incredible because there were so many different people from the industry. I got to know Ramón Monegal and it was incredible. Like there were so many master classes and you could just talk to them and it was just a very, very nice experience. A very must visit perfume exhibition if you have the chance. Anyway, I got this very cool Discovery set with these scents and I would love to review them to you. The most well-known perfume from the brand is Flamenco. We also got like a little travel size, but I like gifted it to a friend of mine. But it's, I think, along the line those oud rose scents. I have some of them in my collection, so that's why, you know, if someone like if people don't really have niche scents, they really appreciate things like that. So yeah, it's a very like elegant presentation and you have here like all the different scents and lines. I was talking about this one. It's from the Spanish collection. But anyways, I would say I will start with this little first impression for you. I remember that he was telling that his absolute favorite note in perfume is like the orris root. Not iris, the orris root. And it's also one of the most expensive in the whole world. Here we have him. And I'm curious to know or to like tell you if I do smell orris in here. So yeah, let's see. The first one is called Agar Musk. So I'm very curious to know how they did this musk, because I can guess that it's a very unique combination. Wow. A very ambery clean musk. Very spicy. Very spicy. So like a ambery, spicy, clean scent. And the musk is here to round it up, the fragrance, but I would not say it's your musky scent at all. It's more like a spicy, ambery, very refreshing scent. I do get oud, a very refined oud scent in here. And it's just, yeah, like a very spicy, ambery scent with some oudy, very natural oudy notes in the back. Very good one. Very unisex, and I think it's more masculine leaning, but it's just a very like high quality niche perfume. I really think it develops like quite a lot on your skin. So the next one is called Drywood. I definitely think orris root is in here. Maybe also patchouli. I think here is patchouli because I do have like that very earthy, deep, kind of dirty patchouli note in here. Yeah, definitely with iris or orris root, I would definitely dare to say there is that combination in here. And of course there must be woods. And I also get kind of a sharp greenness, but I think it's maybe from the patchouli. Like, I don't know the notes. I would definitely think here is a very earthy, sharp patchouli. And if you don't like patchouli, I would not really recommend this to you. But if you do, I would definitely tell you to sniff it because it smells very high quality. You also get some sweetness, maybe some fruity touches like dry fruits or something. Very interesting, but I do get really that patchouli note. Very prominent patchouli note in here. The next one is called Cherry Musk. So I'm very excited to test this one. I'm really excited. I'm not the biggest fan of cherry. Guys, let me know if you are. But sometimes it can be like a very good note combination. Oof. Yes. a very fresh cherry in here. It's not your sweet cherry. I do get the cherry musk vibe in here. I have never heard of this scent, guys, like never. Wow. I get like a bitter tonic vibe, like a clean kind of alcoholic tonic with some cherry, like the cherries are inside. You don't have the cherry juice, you have just the cherries to give it like a little bit of the of the scent, but you don't have that prominent, very juicy or sweet cherry. It could be very, very unisex, like very masculine as well, because you just have that freshness from the maybe Amarena cherries or something, but just like a slightest touch. And that musky, bitter, I don't know why I get that alcoholic tonic drink, maybe like a gin tonic or something, but with cherries in there without having that cherry note itself. Just a very, you know what I mean? The fact that they're inside give the drink that cherry-ish note. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting cherry fragrance. I think like the name fits perfectly, like cherry musk, because you do have a very clean, musky touch. Here, musk is definitely present. So I do really recommend it also to all of you like male guys out there, because it could be a very, very nice option if you like kind of sweet and fruity touches, but you don't really want to have that overall sweetness. You just want that little hint. Definitely a must try, I would say. Very, very interesting. The next one is called 10 Fresh Notes. I like the names. And I'm very curious. I guess Oris is in here as well. I'm not sure. Definitely. Oris or Iris, definitely. And also some citrusy things like lime. Yeah, very, very citrusy, bitter notes. And Oris, and this is a very citrusy fragrance, fresh citrusy fragrance. But it's also not like super unique, but it's just like a citrus with a twist of that because of that Oris or Iris. So if you like citrusy fragrances, you could really enjoy this one. But I have to say it's not like a super unique fragrance. But because of that twist, because of that Oris, I think it's quite interesting as well. The next one is called Hasty Rose. Oud. I do get oud and wood, and of course rose, but a very fresh rose. It's a very fresh rose. I'm starting to get also maybe some citruses, but like not in like sharp citruses, but without that fruitiness of that lime and lemon. You know what I mean? You have the sharpness of citrus notes, but without the fruity scent and note in there. Do you know what I mean? Like a very sharp, like just the sharpest touch from that citrusy vibes. You know what I mean? Like maybe just from the skin, that if you know, yeah, a very, very refreshing citrus scent. Very interesting. This is more unique than the other one. This is a very, very interesting. Like, I don't really get like a rose scent, to be honest. It's more like a citrusy, woody, maybe musky with, again, some iris or oris somewhere there. It's a very, very unisex and masculine rose. So if you're a man and if you do really like your rose scents, but you don't want to smell that, that floral, this one could be a very good option to you because it's not a rose in your face at all. And you do have Yeah, this one is very good, guys. You have to check it out if you know that combination of notes like appeal to you. Because here you have, yeah, like a very, very sharp rose. A sharp rose with some citruses, bitter citruses, and just the tiniest scent of rose itself. Like a sweetness, but the tiniest sweetness, because you have more like that very woody, citrusy thing going on. It's very interesting. I do really like this one. The next one is called Olay. So if you know, oh wow, interesting. Very interesting, very resinous. Very, very interesting. I do get like a syrupy amber with, I think there is iris and orris as well. But the syrupy, wow, this one, guys, it's very good. I won't say medicinal, but I do have like a very, like I do get like a blend of different herbs. Amber, like something resinous, something very juicy, ambery, but with orris. Yeah, I think here, or like iris or orris, guys, I don't really know the difference, to be honest. Because once I heard that the iris, like the flower, doesn't have a smell. So that's why it's actually the orris. But in some notes, like, or in some perfumes, you do have like iris listed. So I don't really know the difference. But here you have a very particular combination. Very interesting combination. There's something I don't really enjoy. I think there's something green in here. Like maybe it's like a spice, or I don't know what it is that I like personally don't like, but it's a very interesting and sophisticated and very, very elegant scent, guys. Like to me, I think it could be like angelica, it could be like some herb or something like that I don't really love. But the scent itself, it's very, very interesting, ambery, spicy, herbal. It's a very like woody. Maybe it's also a wood I don't really like. And here maybe it's vetiver, I'm not sure, or maybe it's patchouli and the patchouli is not coming the way I like it. There's something in here that I personally don't really like, but I know, like I'm sure that so many of you will really think it's very interesting and unique. So I highly recommend to check Olay, because it's just a very, very, yeah, nice combination of different resinous notes. The last one is called Agar Musk. Here we have a very transparent color, so I do imagine that maybe it's more a musky scent compared to the other musks in here. Yes, definitely. A very fresh musk. That is, I do get, there's coming in some, yeah, it's just very, very fresh. It's a fresh, musky, citrusy scent. But the citrus is just, again, a very bitter note, and somewhere in the back, because mainly this one, I think it's developing. I do get, again, orris or iris. Very, a kind of bitter cucumber, like the greenness of the cucumber, and maybe some spices. Yeah, like a gin tonic kind of vibe. A very masculine musk. Definitely, if you like sharp, clean, fresh scents, this one is very interesting. Yeah, a sharpness is in there. Like, I don't know, maybe it's pepper. Very interesting as well. Like, I could say it's a gin tonic with pepper. Yes. Just a very clean and transparent scent. So maybe in summer when it's super hot, yes, I think it could be very interesting for those who really like definitely more masculine leaning, but who those who really like very fresh, sharp green scents. And it's not that perfumey, so maybe it's just like a very refreshing energy around you without people knowing it's a perfume, you know what I mean? So out of all these, my favorite was Cherry Musk. I do really, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Iris and Orris, and I think it was a bit too prominent to me in most of them. But I know that there's so many of you guys that love Iris, so I do really highly recommend to check these out if, you know, the notes and the way I described it like appeal to you. I'm super excited to know if you knew some of these fragrances, guys, and if you would like to try one of those. So let me know about that. I can highly recommend, it's like, especially if you male guys out there are watching this, I do think there's so many like in this collection that are like a very, very good option if you kind of like that flowery or fruity scents but don't really want to have those very prominent in your fragrances. Here you have a very subtle and clean and fresh and sophisticated vibe and touch and twist. So yeah, guys, really recommend it just to checking it out, and let me know which fragrance from Ramón Monegal is your favorite. Thank you so much, guys, and see you next time. Bye.